Irvin Baxter's legacy will live on through all of those whose lives were touched by his ministry. On today's edition of End of the Age, we will continue to honor Irvin Baxter Jr. by taking your calls. Join us as we continue to honor this great man of God. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Dave Robbins with Endtime Ministries. Thank you for joining me on this edition of End of the Age. And in all honesty, I thought it may have been a mistake. I thought yesterday, hey, we'll have some people call in and honor Irvin Baxter, my father-in-law, and just, ways that he had impacted their lives. And I don't know, we had 15 or 20 calls, and I had so many emails. We got flooded with emails saying, whoa, Dave, whoa. You're going to take one day and let 15 or 20 callers call in? I wanted to call in. I had one lady that called and said, hey, I tried 100 times. I just sat there and pressed my call button and never got through. So I realized, and I believe the Lord talked to me today and said, Dave, just hold on. You're trying to get back going too quick here. Irvin Baxter passed away. And I thought, Lord, forgive me. I've got so many things hitting me right now that I put too much pressure on everybody. And so it's like the Lord said, Dave, just take a moment and honor your father-in-law. And I thought, God, I'm sorry, because all of this is because of him. And I understand all that. Him and the Lord established all this. So yesterday's program, we took calls, and some of that will be played on TBN television network tonight. We're going to take calls today, and we're going to take calls tomorrow. Our next edition of Endtime magazine will be commemorate Irvin Baxter and his life, much of it. And so I just wanted to share that with you today. What's kind of going on through my mind, and with Endtime Ministries, I talked to them this morning in our prayer, and I said, let's just kind of slow down a little bit and honor the man that got us here. And so I know he touched your lives in so many ways. I will be taking your calls today. The number is 1-877-363-8463. If you don't get through today, we're going to do it again tomorrow. I understand that I've received emails from ministries, from television, radio stations, from just people across the globe that this ministry has touched their lives through Irvin Baxter. And so the outpouring of love, I can't say that enough, and support, saying, Dave, don't stop. You got to finish what he started, and that's absolutely going to happen. I want to assure everybody of that. But what we want to do is to pay tribute to Irvin Baxter by hearing from many of you whose lives were impacted by such a wonderful man of God. I mean, we all need, if you've never had a man of God in your life to speak into your life, you're missing the boat. To have somebody who's heard directly from God and said, Dave, or so-and-so, I heard a word from God from you, or, hey, God give me a message, let me share that with you. I mean, it really can change this experience called life. So I'm going to take the calls today. And I want to stress this because I want to get a lot of calls in. that we're going to keep the calls from about 2 to 3 minutes. Please don't get offended if I say, I love you, but I'm going to have to move on. I'm trying to get as many calls in as possible in the link that we have. And then, we want to get that many calls in, so we're going to do that. I want to say, before we go into this, that the visitation for Irvin Baxter will be next Monday that's November 9th from 4 to 8 p.m. That's at our church here in Garland, Texas. The funeral is going to be Tuesday, November 10th at 11 a.m. in the morning. Both of those will be held at the North Cities Church here in 502 Beltline Road in Garland, Texas. That's 75040. The funeral will be streamed online at endtime.com/live and on our Facebook and YouTube channels. Now, details are going to be solidified on this today, and so we're doing our best. And also our intentions are to make the funeral available later on the End of the Age platform. So many of you have expressed interest in wanting to know more about the latest info. You can go to endtime.com/Irvin and then to donate to the Irvin Baxter family and to help with some of the funeral expenses, things like that, many different expenses that crop up, or just do like a general donation. It's endtime.com/Baxter, and that's to donate. There's 2 different websites. So when we come back, we'll take your calls. Thank you all so much.
Major internet companies are silencing and censoring Christian voices online. These companies are trying to control what you see and hear. Almost 200 videos of ours have been marked as restricted online right now. That's why we launched End of the Age Plus, a platform where the truth won't be censored, a platform where we can preach the message of the gospel. When you subscribe to End of the Age Plus today for just $12.99 a month, you can watch all of our content in a secure, easy-to-view way from your favorite device. When you go to watch.endtime.com and subscribe, you'll get instant access to all of our teaching resources, including Revelation, the Unveiling of Jesus Christ, Understanding the End Time, End Time Magazine, and so much more. We will not censor our message to comply with what the world deems as politically correct. Go to watch.endtime.com right now or search End of the Age Plus in the App Store or Google Play.
We've seen Bible prophecy fulfilled like never before. From the halls of the United Nations to the Temple Mount in Jerusalem, End Time Ministries continues to reveal the Bible prophecy in the news headlines around the world every day. Whether it's through our broadcast or online at our Jerusalem Prophecy College, your gifts enable us to put vital materials in the hands of those who need it most. Because of you, we continue to replace fear with faith in the hearts of Christians around the world. We will continue to see prophecy come to pass at an even swifter pace. We need your support. Your donation of any amount enables us to continue to broadcast and be a voice in the ever-growing censored media. To become a partner or give a one-time gift, visit endtime.com or call 1-800-END-TIME right now. That's 800-363-8463. Go online now. Visit endtime.com.
The latest info on Irvin Baxter, what's been happening, and kind of get into some details, you would go to endtime.com/Irvin, and then to make a donation to the family to offset some of the expense and different things that are coming up. A lot of people would honor him by going to endtime.com/Baxter. And so thank you all so much. Now, today, so many people have called us commemorating him. Daystar television network commemorated Irvin Baxter on their program yesterday. Trinity Broadcasting Network, they're airing a program tonight on Irvin Baxter. Many of that will be the calls that came in yesterday. I was on live earlier today with Pastor Paul Begley, and he commemorated my father-in-law, Irvin Baxter, on his program, did a tribute to him. There's so many more request for interviews. Perry Stone mentioned him yesterday, and Perry Stone, a great friend of ours. So we differ on a few of the prophecies, but still, a friend of ours. I mean, come on, we're humans here. And, you know, so many radio and television stations wanting to honor and show their love and support for Irvin Baxter, and both throughout his life and the future of Endtime Ministries. But I know that many of you are grieving with us. So today, let's push all that aside, and it's just you and me. And we're going to commemorate Irvin, and again, let's keep the calls from 2 to 3 minutes, and just a way that Irvin Baxter has affected your life. We're not going to talk about who created the dinosaurs today and all this other. We'll save that for future programs. Today we're grieving. I'm grieving. My family, and I know many of you are as well. So I'm going to go straight to the phones. I'm going to go to Harold in Michigan. God bless Harold. Welcome to End of the Age.
Brother Dave, this is Brother Harold Fuentes, and
yes, sir.
I just couldn't miss this opportunity to talk about your father-in-law, Brother Irvin Baxter, and his amazing impact that he's made not only in my life, but in millions of people. Not only everyone knows him as a great scholar, a great prophecy teacher, but when 20 years ago, when I got to Richmond, Indiana, I still remember I was just married, met him for the first time, and he said, "I want you to come and preach for me." And not a lot of people know this, but this man had a tremendous heart when God spoke to him. And I came, and I said, "Well, my wife is not here. She is in Chile, South America." He said, "Well, bring her along." And I thought I was going to stay there for a week. Ended up staying at his house for months. I got to know yourself, Jenna, Kara. I still remember sitting down with him, and his mind was so clever. He would remember not only scriptures but dates and numbers of ships that World War II. And I would look at him with awe because he was not only a scholar, a great man of God, a great pastor. Yes. He had a great heart as well. Accepted my wife and I, not knowing this from Adam, and you took us as a family. Yeah. Started with him, and that great man fought a great fight.
Yes, sir.
He ran the race like I've never seen before. The accomplishments that he made, and again, more than that, he was a man of God.
Yes.
He had a great heart to people like myself. That I was a missionary son, never knew him from Adam, and God gave me the opportunity to preach at his church. And now, of course, I pastor in Auburn Hills, Michigan. And thanks for him, I had the opportunity to be with you, get to know your family. We'll grieve with you. We're praying for you, my wife and I. We love you, your family so very much. And I have tremendous memories with Brother Irvin and Sister Judy. And, of course, we're praying for her as well.
Yes.
And I just couldn't stop. I called Vince yesterday, reached out to him and said, I got to come to the radio station and tell everyone that he was not only a great man of God, he had a tremendous heart to love people. But thank you again for the opportunity. We're praying for you. We love you. We're praying for the family, and that God will give you peace. And once again, we honor Brother Irvin and his memory and everything that he did.
Yes, sir. Well, thank you so much, Brother Fuentes. And I remember you well, and I've heard about you and accomplishments that you've made over the years. So, again, I do thank you for calling in, and God bless you, your church, and we all grieve together, my brother. So I love you.
Absolutely. We love you. We love your family. And we're praying for you. God bless.
Thank you, sir. God bless you. Let's go straight to Jennifer in California. God bless Jennifer. Welcome to End of the Age.
Praise the Lord, Brother Dave. I just want to say that Pastor Baxter had impacted the life of my husband. We went to Israel with him on 2016, and my husband was with me, and I've been praying for my husband for like 30-plus years. Mm-hmm. And when we were in Israel, Pastor Baxter actually baptized my husband at the Jordan River. And that was a very, very important memory for me.
Yes.
With Pastor Baxter. And not only that, I also my sister was with me as well in Israel, and she was also baptized at the Jordan River after 20 years of praying for her. So, yes, Pastor Baxter had a really big impact in my life.
Yes.
And surely I will miss his voice.
Me too.
Every day, yeah. But I know the Endtime Ministry is in good hands with you, Brother Dave. And I will be praying for you that God touch your mind, your mind.
Thank you so much.
You wisdom and guide you and counsel you until Jesus comes again.
Thank you.
So God bless you, Brother Dave, and may the Lord bless the Endtime Ministry.
Thank you, Jennifer. And I will miss his voice so much. I'm walking through here, our offices today, and I hear people are listening to him on the different their screens and different things, and I'm hearing his voice, and we're doing some editing. On Monday and Tuesday, I won't be here because of the calling and the funeral. I have things to do at the church, but we will play some encore programs from Irvin Baxter on Monday and Tuesday. I know many of you would like to hear him again, things that we had set back in case we had to travel or couldn't get on the air that day or whatever. And we're going to play those two programs on Monday and Tuesday. I wanted to kind of tell you what was going on beforehand, but I will miss his voice as well. So I thank you so much for that testimony, and God bless you as well, Jennifer.
For the day. Okay.
So yeah, let's go move on to Gary in Texas. God bless Gary. Welcome to Into the Age.
Hi, Dave.
Hello.
I want to, it's such a blessing to know Irvin. About 9 years ago, I first heard of the Endtime Ministries and started following, bought the understanding of the end time, and God used Irvin so much to open my understanding.
Yes.
And I think of the Bible, and I think of Daniel, and Daniel sought to know what he saw, but he never did. Irvin did.
Right.
And I think of John the Revelator, and he saw all the things that he saw, and God showed him of things that were happening in the last days that he didn't understand.
Right.
But God showed Irvin, and he used him in such a mighty way that at first I was really, when I heard, I was so grieved. I thought, I wanted to question God, why, and I was broken in my heart.
Yeah.
And I thought, but then I started to realize that, all through the Bible, mighty men of God, they fulfilled their ministries, and they had their purpose in the body. And Irvin's purpose, like you said, it was his life's work was to do this Revelation commentary. And I can't wait till Volume 2 comes out.
Yeah.
And I just want to encourage you and the family and
yes, sir.
Everyone listening that, we need to carry on. We need to accomplish his vision of going to Judea and warning the Jews.
Yes, absolutely.
About the Antichrist, and that when all these prophecies are being fulfilled right before our eyes.
Yeah.
I know we'll see him again.
Yeah, absolutely, Gary. I do recognize what you're saying. He was such a blessing, and actually, you've been to Israel with us a couple times now, and I will tell you that he impacted so many lives that you know who Edo is in Israel, our guide. And as hard as it is to travel in Israel, he's doing his best to try to make his way here for the funeral, because like nobody else, Irvin impacted his life as well with all them Israel trips. So it's like I'm getting calls globally saying, oh my goodness. But I want to tell everybody as well. Thank you, Gary. I'm going to let you go. I got so many calls, but I look forward to talking to you again in the future. I want to tell everybody that this is not a defeat. Satan did not defeat us when this happened. This is a victory for the kingdom of God. You understand that God brings men along. He uses them to fulfill His purpose in the earth. And then He says, okay, I'm done with you. He did it with Moses. He did it with Elijah. And even Jesus Christ, when He was here on the earth, the disciples asked Him, hey, well, just on the Mount of Olives in Acts chapter 1, will you now at this time restore the kingdom? And He said, no. And he leaves. And he says, go and tarry in Jerusalem till you be endued with power from on high. There were many times throughout the Bible where God used a certain individual, did great, many mighty works, and then he said, okay, you've run your race. Now, Moses, it's going to go to Joshua. Elijah, it's going to go Elijah, it's going to go to Elisha. And Jesus left it with the disciples to carry on. And so now here we are together. Irvin Baxter, he run his race. He's done. And now guess what? It's up to you and me to carry this thing across the finish line. And just like Irvin always taught, the peace agreement is going to happen. Israel's going to build her third temple. The world government's being established, the world religion, right on down the line. Everything we've talked about for years, all that stuff's still going to happen. Just Irvin will not be here on this side. He's going to sit up there with a front row seat in the balconies of heaven and watch it come to pass. So we are here. Yes, we need to do the magazine to Israel. Yes, we do need to warn those in the West Bank. I've been there. I've met the people. I understand the whole thing. I've got the vision, and it's all going to happen. We'll need God to guide us along the way. Just like Irvin Baxter told me many times, Dave, we need to do the things with Israel, the Jerusalem Prophecy College. We're navigating the waters here in the United States and around the world. But we've got to be led by the Spirit of God, and that's exactly what's going to happen, everybody. I can assure you of that. This is not Dave Robbins. This is God leading Irvin Baxter. Well, now it's God leading Dave Robbins and our team here at Endtime Ministries. So we're never going to move off of what's been taught. That's exactly how we're going to be moving forward, and I want to assure everybody of that, because so many people look to us for leadership and guidance in the end time, and then some have said, well, but Irvin Baxter. Well, yeah, I understand Irvin Baxter, and he ran his race, but guess what? We're still here. And God needs you and me to continue on until the rapture occurs, which is not very far off. And I want you to know that, yes, I am staying up on the news. I know about the election, but honestly, everybody, it's almost like the world is standing still. The election's not called yet. We all know what's going on. But it's like the earth is standing still so I can honor my father-in-law. And then the machine's going to start rolling again. I mean, if you think about it. And when has there ever been an election like this? And so I want to thank God today, because He's got His hands upon all of us, and He's helping me through all of this. For me to even sit here and talk, I can get off the radio and go to my desk and bawl like a baby. But He's helping me, because I know a lot of us are grieving. So I'm sorry to take up the time, but I'm going to get right back to the phones. Katie, right here in Texas. God bless, Katie. Welcome to End of the Age.
Yes. Dave, how are you today?
I'm doing my best to be here with you, Katie.
I know, Dave, and I'm doing my best to be here for you. I just wanted to call. I tried yesterday, and I couldn't get in. So I just wanted to call and express my condolences to the Baxter family and the Robbins family.
Yes, ma'am.
And I want you to know that you're in my prayers, and that Irvin has been such a blessing to me. I've learned so much from Endtime. I never knew all of this was in the Bible until I started listening to Irvin Baxter, and I'm so blessed that I got to listen to it. And I talked to him once or twice when he was over in Jerusalem, and I just couldn't believe it. But I know God has a plan, and we just have to work with Him.
Amen.
And so you be blessed, and take care of your family, and keep looking to the Lord, because He's on our side.
Right.
And you just keep doing what you're doing, Dave. And Dave, I love you, and thank you for being there for me.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Dave. Have a blessed day.
All right. Thank you, Katie. And I want to say God bless you. And if I was there, I would put my arms around you and give you a big hug. That's what I feel like doing with everybody, because, again, we're here for people. I don't care about money. I don't care about all the rest of the things that this secular life has and offers. I want to help people make it to heaven, and I know that was Irvin's life. And that's why I've got a full bank of calls today, and will tomorrow, because he affects so many lives. But thank you so much, Katie. I love you and look forward to talking to you again in the future. Let's go to Emily in South Carolina. God bless Emily. Welcome to End of the Age.
Thank you, Dave. It was back in 2010. My sister called me and said, watch this guy on prophecy. He's on TV. So I turned on, and there was Pastor Baxter, and he was teaching United States in America, and he's teaching about the lion and the eagle's wings and all, and I'm going, what? I've never heard this before, and I'm frantically taking notes. Anyway, oh, my goodness, I just don't know what I'm going to do without that man. He was awesome. He was like my spiritual father. Everything I know about end-time prophecy I learned from Pastor Baxter and you and the whole end-time family.
Amen.
And I've done Understanding the End-Time Bible studies here at my house, you know, my husband and I as a couple, and done that a few times, and a couple times at church. We've done the Bible study, you know, Revelation, the first part, and then we're waiting to do Revelation 2 when it comes out.
Yes.
And, oh, my goodness. You, Dave, have just been doing a marvelous, wonderful job, and, you know, with the mantle that now has been placed on you and for all of us. But I bless you and the entire End Time ministry. I've just been crying for this.
Emily, you can't do that. You can't do that to me. You're gonna get me going here, and I can't. Oh man!
I love you, and I thank you, and I'm not going to keep your time. But God has truly, He's got a big smile on his face with Pastor Baxter up there with him. Instead of riding on the second horse from this way, he's going to be coming from heaven. So I'm excited to see him, and I know he's in a better place, and he's run the race well, and
yes,
God bless you.
Thank you so much, Emily. I wish I could put my arms around everybody. I'm there, but I thank you so much for the call, and everybody. We'll get back to the calls when we get back from the break, but thank you all so much. I've got so much love and support, and we're going to carry on. I can't not. I mean, God is saying, Dave, come on. We've got to do this, and we're going to do it with God helping us.
Move Mountains with Irvin Baxter. This book by Irvin's grandson provides 30 days of devotion that will enhance your relationship with God and others. Authentic illustrations from early morning devotions at End Time will help you find your purpose and eliminate fears. Commit to taking this 30-day journey and experience real life change. Get your book for only $14.99. Call 1-800-363-8463 or go to endtime.com/move.
Major internet companies are silencing and censoring Christian voices online. These companies are trying to control what you see and hear. Almost 200 videos of ours have been marked as restricted online right now. That's why we launched End of the Age Plus, a platform where the truth won't be censored, a platform where we can preach the message of the gospel. When you subscribe to End of the Age Plus today for just $12.99 a month, you can watch all of our content in a secure, easy-to-view way from your favorite device. When you go to watch.endtime.com and subscribe, you'll get instant access to all of our teaching resources, including Revelation, the Unveiling of Jesus Christ, Understanding the End Time, End Time Magazine, and so much more. We will not censor our message to comply with what the world deems as politically correct. Go to watch.endtime.com right now or search End of the Age Plus in the App Store or Google Play.
If your station only carries the first 30 minutes of End of the Age, go to endtime.com and click the watch button to continue today's broadcast. You can also finish up later by clicking the archive button.
Welcome back, everybody, and I normally have something to say to everything. I'm on the radio and television. I mean, that's just kind of who we are, but there's been times when I had nothing to say, and I just love you guys so much. I've been to Israel with you. We've been to prophecy conferences, We've been to Bible studies, online Bible studies. We've done things together. Many of you, so many, come here, put your arms around us and love us. And I wish I could do that to every one of you. I know we're hurting, but I'm going to get back to the phones. I'm sorry. My family's grieving, and God's going to help us. He's helping us, but it's, this happened on Tuesday, and it's pretty rough. I'm just going to be transparent, but we love you guys just as much as you've shown us love. I know my mother-in-law, all of us love you back so much. And I want to go to heaven with all of you. That's the goal behind all of this. So thank you very much. Okay, let's get to the phones. Maggie in Canada. God bless, Maggie. Welcome to End of the Age.
Thank you. Thank you for taking my call. Praise the Lord. My heart is truly broken. Brother Baxter had a huge impact on me, taught me so much. I finished a Jerusalem Prophecy College course, and I would definitely encourage everyone to go through that. There's so much in there.
Yes.
My dream was to one day meet Brother Baxter, in Israel. Maybe someday I can meet you.
Yes.
I will definitely miss him very much and will miss his voice greatly. He has taught us so much, and I will be forever grateful that how God was able to use him in the Endtime prophecy teachings, and how he is also able to use you now. And I'm praying for you, Brother Dave, that God will give you wisdom, knowledge.
Thank you.
And that you'll continue in the Endtime prophecies. And I'm amazed of how strong you are. I'm trying to hold it together for you as well. But I'm just truly amazed of how you're able to do this, taking all of our calls, hearing us, how heartbroken we are, and how we will miss Brother Baxter.
Yeah.
And all the wonderful things that he has done for everybody, for millions of people. Lots of people have come to the faith through Brother Baxter, and he will have many jewels in his crown for all the things that he has done. And I'm just will be forever grateful for him. And I'm thankful for my former pastor that he introduced me to him, and I followed him for many, many years, got his magazines for a long time, and I'm a partner with you guys. And again, I would just really encourage everybody to go through the Jerusalem Prophecy College course, and I'm someday hoping to get the Revelation commentaries. And I have some other materials from him, a bunch of DVDs and stuff. So
yes.
Thankful for all of that, and I will definitely miss his voice greatly, but I'm so thankful that God is able to use you and that you're willing to take that mantle on. It's a huge responsibility.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm praying for all of you.
Thank you so
bless
much.
you.
Thank you, Maggie. God bless you. I'm grieving with you guys. I can't say that enough. I'm navigating uncharted waters here. I will miss his voice. I've known him since I was 9. I've known him since I was 9 years old. And I will miss his voice too, I'll just tell you. I'm sorry, everybody. Let's go to Nina in Oklahoma. God bless, Nina. Welcome to End of the Age.
Hey, see, I was actually done crying and said that. So I started listening when I was 22 years old, and I'm 32 now. And he's literally like how the woman had said, he's like a spiritual father. I truly do feel that way, and I know it's weird, we're strangers, but I really do love him, and I'm going to miss him. And I told my son, he's 12, and that he had passed, and he was like, "Mom, it's okay. at least we know where he is. And I'm like, you know what? You're so right, son. It's almost like I'm jealous because he's with the king, and we're going to see him again. And, it's going to be okay. I lost my father in September, so the pain is like like a double dose this year, and it's, I'm real sorry that you're hurting, but it's going to be okay. Death has no sting with us. We're going to be with our King.
Right.
Either way, whether we're raptured,
right,
or we go the natural way. So,
well,
I just wanted to say thank you for what you guys are doing, and I love him and love you, and I hope there's a brighter day ahead. There is a brighter day
yeah,
ahead.
amen.
We have a hope.
I know that's coming, Nina. I wish it was today.
Me too.
I love you all so much. Irvin Baxter's impacted all of our lives. Thank you. I got so many calls. I'm going to let you go. I'm sorry.
Okay, have a good day now.
I love you and thank you. Maybe we can meet in the future. I don't know. So many of you guys have come and seen us. Let's go to Pastor Morris. Pastor Morris, God bless. Welcome to End of the Age.
Yes, how are you today, Dave?
Doing my best, my friend.
I know I hear it and everything, and I just send my condolences to you and your family, and also to Judy and the rest of the Baxter family. And I just thank God I met Irvin 6 years ago here in Hendersonville, Tennessee.
Yes, sir.
Sit down next to him and talk a little while, and I'm one of his facilitators. And I was one of his 100 people that started in the Jerusalem Prophecy College.
Yes.
And then also completed his Endtime University. So I thank God that he was a blessing in my life and ministry, and I'm still teaching the end of prophecy and time prophecy at my church here in Clarksville, Tennessee.
Yes, sir.
But I send my prayers to you, and I don't want to hold up. I know other people want to speak, but I'm going to let you know that our church is praying for you all, and we love you all, and we're still supporters, and we're on the Lifetime magazine. So
thank you.
And God bless you, and just hang in there because we know that a great day is going to come. We all get together, and we're going to have a high time in the Lord.
Yes, sir.
All right. God bless you.
Thank you, Pastor, and we love you as well. Thank you for your support, and not just financially, but prayers and love, and it just helps. I cannot tell you what it's doing to my family to have all this come in. Not financially, I'm talking about support and love, and and all the testimonies and things. I want to say thank you so much, everybody. Let's go to James in Ireland. God bless, James. Welcome to End of the Age.
Hi, Dave. How are you?
I'm doing my best, my friend.
Yeah, I was very sad to see my friend shared the Facebook post the other morning where Brother Baxter had passed away. He went on, sent him on a ventilator or something, which I don't agree with, but anyway, and then unfortunately he passed away. But we know that if he had faith in the Lord, and we know that he had, that he's in a better place.
Yes.
But you're doing well there to keep it going. I appreciate you trying to facilitate people sharing comments all over the world. And how we came across Brother Baxter was we were in Illinois, Hazelwood, Missouri, the headquarters there, UPC. Actually, a missionary over here, Terry McFarland, had some of his stuff, and I really liked the charts, and we got them, and it really got us comfortable, with looking at the Bible and prophecy and talking about stuff that was taboo at the time. And it helped us, I liked his introduction to the something about talking about politics, talk about religion, and then he says, I think we should talk about it. I really like that.
Yeah.
And just want to say that. Plus then when I was reading the charts, the end-time studies about the Illuminati and these Rothschilds, etc., with the way they took over the money and the Federal Reserve and stuff. And we probably can see their handiwork now if we think about it. But listen, thank you for all you're doing.
Thank you.
we pray God keeps leading you, keep tender, and
Yeah.
you keep open to the Lord. And we'll be thinking of you here. And I just showed my daughter where you came on there earlier. She's gone to bed, but hopefully she'll hear this later on. Take care. God bless and keep you all.
Thank you, James, and God bless you from all the way in Ireland. And, you know, just thank you so much for your love and kindness. God bless you. Let's go to Eva in Wisconsin. God bless Eva. Welcome to End of the Age.
Hello, brother. How are you? I know that you are grieving, and I thank the Lord for Brother Baxter.
Yeah.
He taught our church and me, and with so many things from the book of Revelation. And you are really good prophecy teachers, and I thank the Lord for you and your ministries. And yes, I'm going to be missing Brother Baxter from Parkway Church here in Oak Creek, Wisconsin.
Mm-hmm.
And throughout the years, I have met him and talked to him a few times when he was here.
Yeah.
And you were just such a blessing to me. And I just thank the Lord for just meeting you and the work that you are doing and just spreading the gospel and what's in the book of Revelation. And for us as being Pentecostal to be ready.
Absolutely.
Be ready for the Lord.
Yep.
And I thank you.
All right, Eva. Well,
and I'm going to miss him.
Absolutely. Well, I'm truly going to miss him as well. That's all I can say. And I do want to say that you know, I'm still going to do prophecy conferences. It's if you guys understand, and ladies, I'm sorry, understand what has happened over the last several years. God brought me in along beside my father-in-law, and Irvin told me, Dave, I need help. So there was so much work to do. Once we went on TV, it went global, and we started going to Israel, and I mean, everything just went. We started 2 trips a year to Israel, and all these different things were happening. He said, I need help. I came and started doing the radio and was the editor of the magazine and all these different things. And and then, like we said, over the last year, I was on the radio more than Irvin. And I wondered. I told my wife, Jana, his daughter, I said, I'm on the air more than your dad. And she said, you know, maybe God's preparing you for something. And I thought, no, God is, we had it kind of figured out to where when the final 7 years hits, Irvin would spend months in Israel and I would take over here and do a lot. But God had other plans, everybody. And so we're going to be led by the Spirit of God. That's what's going to happen. We will be led by the Spirit of God, and God will take us through this. If I didn't learn anything else from Irvin Baxter, I learned to be led by the Spirit of God. That's what's going to get us through.
Most of us walk around day by day blind to the prophecies being fulfilled right before us. Every news report brings a new piece to the puzzle in the race towards the final 7 years and the second coming of Jesus Christ. Now, more than ever, it is important for God's people to understand the times in which we are living. On November the 12th, 2013, we opened our Jerusalem Prophecy College in downtown Jerusalem. These same courses are now available online for people who are unable to attend the classes in person. We welcome students to join us and discover the link between current events and the prophecies of the Bible. Take your place in the prophecy of Daniel 11:33. Enroll in the Jerusalem Prophecy College today. Go to JerusalemProphecyCollege.com.
Well, we're going to go straight back to the phones. I'll try to get everybody that's here with me. Let's go to Lynn in Canada. God bless, Lynn.
Hello. Good afternoon, Brother Dave. I just wanted to say, extend my condolences. My family and I, especially my husband and I, could not believe still the sudden passing of Pastor Baxter.
Yeah.
we first met him 20 years ago here in Toronto. There was an Ontario District Conference.
Mm-hmm.
And we're just so glad to have met him at that time and learn about the prophecy.
Yeah.
And so not too long ago when we learned that you're also on the air
Yes.
through YouTube, and we become a member, we subscribe to the End of the Age Plus because we wanted to learn more, and we were excited that you were on the air
Mm-hmm.
and that you have the website already too, and even the Bible Prophecy College. As much as I really would want to enroll to that, since the time could not permit, even because of the busy schedule at work.
Right.
But anyhow, just wanted to tell you and you know, let you know that you, your family, the Baxter family and the ministry, you are in my prayer. I can still believe what has happened, but I have no right to question God at all.
Right.
God knows everything, but I'm very thankful that you're there. And I already told my husband even before this happened last year that I'm glad Brother Baxter found you and God gave you to him and his family and to this ministry.
Yes.
You are in our prayers. Just be strong, like you said. That's probably what God had planned. Brother Baxter's time is done, just up to there. Now it's our turn.
Yes.
You're there. Be strong. God will give you more wisdom and understanding and knowledge, because he still needs you, and we are here. We'll do our part as well.
Amen.
So, again, God bless you, and you will always be in our prayer. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Be strong. Stay strong.
Thank you so much, Lynn. And I feel the strength of the Lord. We've had some awesome prayer meetings here at Endtime, and that's you guys, that and ladies, that's what drives our ministry, is these prayer meetings that we have and being led by the Spirit of God. This is not just sensationalism and let's get everybody stirred up and no. This is sovereign moves of God, and God showed Irvin Baxter all of these. I told my wife, I said, your dad gave us everything we need. God used him and showed him all these prophecies, all the miraculous things. I'll be going through some of it here in the near future. All the miraculous things God did to show Irvin Baxter these prophecies. And then he said, okay, I'm done. Just like Daniel, John, whoever, and said, I'm done. And I told my wife, I said, Brother Baxter gave us Revelation commentary, put the period on the end, and then God took him. And I told Jan, I said, he gave us everything we need to take this thing across the finish line. I don't have to study thousands and thousands of hours. Irvin Baxter told me years ago, he said, I used to go in when there was no computers and go into libraries and read encyclopedias till I felt like my eyeballs were going to fall out. I don't have to do any of that. You don't have to do any of that. Or he left us everything we need. So all we have to do is watch the events that are coming, align them up with the prophecies of the Bible, and we can follow the timelines, we can follow the events, and if we're led by the Spirit of God, guess what? You and I will make it all the way through these things, and when the rapture happens, our feet will leave the ground. That's what's going to happen. That's the goal. That's the future. That's what's coming at all of us. And we're going to make it with God's help. Just like the apostles did, just like everybody in the Bible did, everyone that was saved, that's what they did. They followed God. They obeyed God, and He took them through all of that. That's exactly what we're going to do. You and me together, we're going to make it. That's what's happening. So, let's get back to the phones. Pam in Delaware. God bless, Pam. Welcome to End of the Age.
Hi, Dave.
Hello, Pam.
How you doing?
I'm doing my best to be sitting here right now.
Oh my God, I'm so thankful. I'm so blessed. I feel so blessed to be able to talk to you. I was in shock. Forgive my accent. I'm from Portugal.
Sure.
I've been watching you guys since 2013, and I go back and forth from here to Portugal to see my mother. And I've learned so much. I learned so much with Pastor Irvin Baxter, and this just came such a shock to me. There's no, I don't have words for what the way I'm feeling. It's like he was a member of my family.
Right.
And I just called to extend my condolences to the whole family, to you, to your wife, Miss Judith, to the whole Baxter family and friends, to everybody. I know everybody that is listening, everybody that is online with you guys, everybody on the radio. Everybody just loves you. Everybody is feeling the same way that I feel.
Yeah.
And it's a great loss to us, but it's a great gain to God. He's right there.
Amen.
Oh my God, he's exactly where I wish I could be right now, watching and seeing the face of Jesus.
You and me both, Pam.
Oh my God, I can't wait to see Jesus' face and just thank him face to face. And Irvin is doing just that.
Yes.
And I just feel so blessed. And I know that the mantle was passed on to you, and the Spirit of God will lead you and guide you. And I know you will follow through and teach us and guide us the rest of the way. And just want to say that I'm praying for you and your family, and I will continue to pray for you and everybody that is, because we're going through some really, really tough times.
Yes.
And I'm sending a big Portuguese hug. my daughter calls me a hugger.
Well, I need that right now. Our whole family does. So.
Well, receive a big, loving hug, a Jesus loving hug to your whole family.
Oh,
and God bless you all. I know you have too many calls to receive.
Thank you so much, Pam. God bless you, and I want to say thank you. Let's go to Julie in Texas. God bless, Julie.
Hey, Dave. I obviously was shocked the other day.
Yes.
Because I always tune in, not every day, but I always thinking, well, what's Irvin going to say about, what Biden versus Trump is going to do with the peace treaty? And, it's just an awful thing, because to me, he was the best analyst of current events that there is, that I could find.
Right.
And that to me is what was such a value. So I want to extend my condolences, and I do want to say something to you. What you just said a minute ago about, it's all laid out for us.
Yeah.
Well, Dave, I think God has saved something for you, just for you.
Yeah.
So really listen to the Spirit and follow His leading, because there are some things that you don't know yet, and and He's gonna walk you through it. He's put you there for that reason, and we're at the end. We're here.
Yeah.
So we all need to know these things.
Yep.
So I encourage you to keep your ear open for the new things.
Absolutely.
Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
And you've grown so much over the years. I've been listening for quite a while, like 10 years. You have grown. So God bless you guys.
Thank you, Julie, and God bless you as well. And that's one of the things I told our staff here. It kind of made me upset a little bit that Irvin is with the Lord. You say, huh? Because now the Bible says we know in part, we prophesy in part, but when we get to Him, we'll know all things. And He knows. I told his wife last night, I said, you realize your husband knows what the 7 thunders are and what the extra 75 days is in Daniel chapter 12 and what the 2,300 days is in Daniel chapter 8. He knows. We talked about it for years, but we could not settle on those things. And now He knows, and He can't tell me. Everybody think about that. My father-in-law is doing that to me. He knows the answers to those things, and He can't tell me. So maybe sometime in the future, God will allow us to know. I don't know. Irvin Baxter never got to know. He made it to the other side. And that's our goal. It's kind of a comical thing. I tried to make a joke last night to all of our family sitting there at the table. We all laughed about it, that he knows these things now, and he can't tell me. So just on a lighter note, it's something we're trying to work through. I know. I'm sorry. Let's go to Anna in Ohio. God bless Anna.
Hi, this is Anna Steele from Ohio, and
Yes.
I just wanted to share with you, I really relate with what you're going through. I lost my entire family, and I'm the only one left. I've lost my kids, my dad, my mother, my grandmother, so I know how you feel right now, and I am so sorry that you're going through this, but the Lord has actually told me that I'm not alone, that we all have each other. We're one big happy family. We just got to go out there and know one another. And I do want to thank you on behalf of your father-in-law, because how I got introduced to Endtime Prophecies was actually when I was real young, and my pastor was, or my uncle was a pastor at the Upper Room Church in Phoenix, Arizona, and he used to have your father-in-law's videotapes all the time, and I really enjoyed it. I just got sucked in. And for a while there, as I got older, I got separated from it, but I was able to actually attend a church service and meet your father-in-law in person along with your mother-in-law.
Yeah.
And they were just sweet people. And I just want to thank you so much, because if it wasn't for your father-in-law and your family and the end-time prophecies, I really don't think I would be really studying Revelation and the Bible today. So thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I will be praying for you.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much, Anna. And I want to say, God bless you. I don't have much else to say. I mean, he's touched so many lives over the years, and you know, I look forward to working with everybody in the future and going through all of these events that we've talked about for so many years. It's all going to happen, whether President Trump gets in, whether Joe Biden gets in, whoever. These things are still going to happen. We'll march straight forward on through this, and God will bring us through just like He's brought everybody else throughout history. That's what's going to happen. I know what the prophecies say, and so looking forward to that. It's a sad time. We're all grieving, but on the other hand, it's an exciting time. Irvin Baxter was excited about the end times and the great revival coming, and that's what my eyes are on. I'm looking for that great harvest that's coming, and I know all of you all are as well. Donald in Arkansas. God bless Donald. Welcome to End of the Age.
Yes, is there, Dave?
Yes, sir, I am.
I'll tell you, I lost my wife 12 and a half years ago, and I would be searching the radio every day looking for some kind of Christian broadcasting to give me some comfort.
Yes.
And I came across this show called Politics and Religion, and I got hooked immediately.
Yeah.
And I've been listening every chance I get, especially on Fridays, for years. And I had the opportunity, I was blessed, that I could speak to Irvin a few times throughout those years.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you, today is a very special day for me, because this is the first time that I've ever got to speak to you.
Yes, sir.
And I've gotten used to you filling in for Irvin all these years.
Yes.
And I still look forward to it. I'm going to continue to look forward to it. And my prayers for you and your family and all your listeners.
Thank you so much, Donald. I hate to cut you off. We're coming up to the end of the program. We'll do it again tomorrow, everybody.
This has been End of the Age, brought to you by the faithful partners of Endtime Ministries. If you're not currently a partner with Endtime Ministries, or if you would like more information, we invite you to call us at 1-800-ENDTIME. That's 1-800-363-8463, or visit us online at endtime.com.
Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel and like